Good morning. My name is Walter O'Neill. I'm a UK reseller. I'm an antique dealer. I buy and sell. At the moment, I'm buying and selling in my shop, my website, antiquesarena.com, and on eBay. Purpose of today's video is to share any tips I can get and show you some of the things I've bought. I go around car boot sales, antique fairs, charity shops, you name it. I will go anywhere to buy things that are unusual. So today, before I get to show you the little selection of goodies I've purchased at car boot sale, I want to share with you a potential problem. Now, my eBay is set to UK sales only. However, eBay are now allowing people to come in through the global shipping program and make offers, even though I'm not actually registered with the global shipping program. Anyway, I had 2 sales with the global shipping program this week, and they were actually marked up as paid. They actually stated to me quite clearly, buyer paid to ship the item, that it was okay to ship the item. Excuse me. Sorry, my fever's going nuts with all the dust. So you can clearly see there, they paid the item and eBay had told me I could ship it. However, I was late. I'm never normally late. But I've been so busy with the closing the shop and everything. I've only got 6 weeks left of the shop. And I was late sending it. So then I received this. Suspicious buyer for item. We had to cancel the bids for the buyer. So because they're no longer registered on eBay, and it was the Murano style boot, glass boot. They then proceed to tell me, to help avoid this situation in the future, consider setting a buy it now price and requiring buyers to make immediate payment. For more information on immediate payments, visit blah, blah, blah. That's what actually I done. Every single item on my site is a buy it now. I have no auctions currently running. So I think that was kind of wrong. Now, I understand I haven't sent the boot, so it's not a problem for me anyway. I don't care. But I'm just outlining there's a potential problem there for people that if you're buying or selling with the global shipping program, you could ship the item 3-4 days later, they'll cancel the sale on you. And what it said to me then was to just try and contact the global shipping program up in Lichfield to see whether they dispatched my item or not. So I don't know whether or not I've been paid out yet for the shoe or whether it was all cancelled. I'll have to look into it. But it was just outlining a small problem or potential problem. So just keep an eye on it. Because as I say, I actually don't sell worldwide. I only sell UK only. So I've been to Splot car boot sale. Car boot sale, people put stuff in they can't sell out the back of their car at a specified location. And I happen to go to one in Cardiff this week. And I've got a little selection of items. And I'm going to start off with the prize of the bunch, which is a painting. As with all paintings, they have to be seen at a little distance. Now this is a listed artist. As you can see, it's very, very well painted. The artist is Martin Hardy, and he is a British artist from 1875 through to 1952. And this is a signed example, signed down there. And it is a watercolor. Now, its prices are all over the place, from as little as sort of £100 all the way up to like £400, £500, £600. However, it's a good painting. It's not the most colourful in the world, but you can see the balance is really good. I'll splice in some photographs of this one for you to see it, because honestly, it's probably not doing it justice on the camera there. Now, I purchased the painting and 2 other pieces combined of a dealer that works with me weekly. So the next piece I purchased off him as part of the job lot was this, which is a modern bronze sculpture by a man called, well, I assume a man, Louis Louis Hederstrom, and it's a Swedish designer. I don't know if I pronounced it right. Now, these were sold in IKEA in 1990. I've been looking. But he is a Swedish designer, and they are, I believe, bronze. Stays nice and cold too. Now, I've looked online, and believe it or not, the cheapest one I can find is like £30, which is about $50. And the dearest one I can find on eBay at the same time is 200 plus, which would be about $300. So they are all over the place. However, it's got its original label, so all the work's done for me. And it is a Swedish bronze. I'm assuming bronze. I haven't put a magnet on it yet, and it certainly looks and feels like bronze. Either way, it is a nice little figure. It's not, one of these beautiful modeled pieces that's worth thousands, but it is still a nice figure. I think the title is Two Become One, or at least that's what some are calling it. How true it is, I don't know, but a little Swedish bronze. And with that, I had this Jasperway in pale blue, portrait and medallion. As you can see, it comes with its original box and labels. Comes in a beautiful presentation case done by Wedgwood. All the paperwork, and we have a plaque of Sir Winston Churchill, produced by Wedgwood in Jasperway. Is a limited edition of only 1,000 of them made, of which this is number 747. So there's only 1,000 of these made, no doubt, in commemoration of either Winston Churchill's death or his birthday or victory. I haven't actually read the paperwork yet to find out what it is. Could even be to celebrate the end of the war. I don't know. I think it's somewhere around the 80s. Let's have a quick glance. Ah, there you go. So Winston Churchill, 1874 through to 1974. It's the centenary of the birth. So I hadn't even read it. I just assumed it'd be commemorating his birth or death or something. But yeah, 1974. Now, I've had a quick glance on eBay, believe it or not, and people are asking 50, 60, 70 pounds for these. Dearest one I could find was 100 for one of these plaques. And everything you want to know is actually wrote on the back there. So if you get one of these and it's not wrote on the back, then question it. Doesn't mean it's fake, but question it. So yeah, a real nice. What I like about it is because it's Sir Winston Churchill, such an important figure from history. And the three pieces come off the same dealer, as I've already said. And I paid him £50 sterling or $75 for the three pieces. That is the listed artist watercolor, the Swedish bronze, and the Wedgwood Jasperway medallion of Sir Winston Churchill. There's a profit just off this without the other two items. So he really does look after me. He buys his things in extremely cheap. He's a very knowledgeable dealer, and we walk around in the mornings, pick stuff up for £1 or £2, and he's happy to turn a profit and make a day's wage and let dealers worry about getting better money. And to be honest with you, he's got a better business model than me because he shifts a lot more stock than me, and he's constantly learning because he's handling more. So, but yeah, nice items. I really rate them. They're all going on the website, as is the next piece. We have a piece of Royal Copenhagen, however you want to pronounce it. Beautiful little thing with the sailing boat on the water. Copenhagen porcelain, made in Denmark. Bing and Grondal, I think, is the mark. Either way, this cost me a whole £5 sterling or $7.50 for a Royal Copenhagen porcelain vase. So, it's north of £25, £30, $40, $45 north. So I'm happy with that. Again, another website item. This piece comes in this original box. It is by Christoffel, which is a French silversmiths. I think it's a silversmiths. So they do silver and silver plate. I've had quite a few pieces of Christoffel over the years. And what we have here is a sauce boat, very modern looking sauce boat, and spoon. But the spoon is a swan handle. Look at that bird head on the back of that. And I love this sort of handle on the sauce bowl. Now, each piece is stamped. So you can see the stamp in there, hopefully. And it is stamped at the back of the bird. So 2 nice pieces, obviously a set. You have the spoon for serving the sauce or just the sauce boat for pouring it. And believe it or not, that owes me £7 or about $10. Boxed, mind, my dad. Boxed piece of Christoffel silver plate like that from the mid-century. I would say it's sort of 60s looking at it. That's just a nice thing. I haven't dated it yet, but for $10, £7, that was a gift. Christoffel is a very good name. Next piece is something and nothing. It was in a House Clearance Boys box of 50p items. And we have a single candle holder or chamber stick. If it had a handle, I'd call it a chamber stick. Maybe just call it a candle holder. However, it's got it's studio pottery and it's got a mark of CM, which is potentially Michael Cardo. I'm going to have to do a bit of research. But it looks like Michael Cardo. But for 50 pence, no, not even $1, I weren't going to leave it there. And I'll look it up. But I think it might be a Michael Cardo piece. But for 50p, it makes no odds whatsoever. I'm never going to lose money on it. My big tip of the day is Arts and Crafts and Art Nouveau metalware. Now, I see Arts and Crafts and Art Nouveau metalware all the time. And what you're looking for is hand-beaten stuff if you can, rather than pressed pieces with fish and plant life and so forth. Now, you're looking for a few names: Newlyn, Pearson. Well, just to name a couple, to be honest with you. There's Glasgow School. There's a lot of them. Keswick. Now, unfortunately, this piece isn't signed. This is probably going to be by Joseph Sankey or JS&S. It's unsigned, but it is a nice pattern. I'm not sure if that's supposed to represent like the Tudor rose in the center there. You've got these Art Nouveau flowers here. Look at the patina on it, though. It's a beautiful color on the dish. Now, it owes me £5 sterling or $7.50. Nice thing. I wish it was signed. Believe me, I've checked. With these, you've got to check front and back. Front and back. Because honestly, it's so hard. I've bought pieces before now, and I've been holding it like that to look, and my finger's been on the mark. You've got to be very careful looking. But I can't see a mark on this one. But, you know, Newlyn, things like that, they pull good money. And I do see a lot of this arts and crafts metalware around, and I do good money on it. But as you can see, it's a beautiful patina on this one. Really nice. You do not clean it. The only time I clean metalware is if it's so dirty, grungy, and disgusting that nobody would buy it. Otherwise, I leave it all original. But for £5 sterling or $7.50, I was not going to leave it behind. Next piece come off house clearance again. And I have like a table or a little tray with legs. And it looks Middle Eastern. Certainly has that Middle Eastern look about it. However, it cost me £5. It's solid brass. It's just a nice item. These legs will unscrew and come off. So easy for shipping. It's flat pack. I was having a look to see whether or not the threads look handmade, but they're not handmade by the looks of them. But either way, it's a £5 for a Middle Eastern tray, and to be honest with you, it's a nice thing. Now, I have had a couple of other things. I've had a couple of pieces of Belique, one I've put away. I will film it another day because I want to make a video on it on its own. And I've had this one, which has got a pink running around the rim. It's very hard to see in the video here. Love the spiral pattern. Now, this is Belique of Ireland porcelain. Now, this one is the 7th mark they used. So this is like 1980, 1990. I did have a first period piece of Belique, but I want to make a video on Belique separately. But it's a beautiful little thing, and it came in for £2 or $3. Might have been £2.50. I'm trying to remember if he knocked me up 50p. I can't remember. It was about £2 and $3. But a really nice little piece. Now, it doesn't have the following he used to have, unfortunately, Belique. But I wasn't going to leave it there at the money. You know, it's still got 30 years on it. I'm just disappointed at the prices Belique pull these days, but there you go. There's nothing you can do about it. Now, the other piece I've purchased is a piece for my studies, and this is a Chinese vase. Now, this one is fully hand painted, so it's not transferred. It's all hand painted, and it does have a 6-character Qing mark. Now, I haven't bothered to look at my book yet. The porcelain is very, very white. I'm assuming it's going to be a 20th century vase with an earlier mark. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, I'm assuming at the moment it's 20th century with an earlier mark, but it is all hand painted. It's quite a beautiful little vase. Really is attractive, and I'm going to do some research on it. It's not going to go up for sale. As you know, I'm still studying Chinese porcelains, and that is a nice drawn mark. Mark is nicely drawn. I'll put some photographs of this in, but I'm under no illusions. I don't think it's an old piece, but you never know sometimes. You know, with these Chinese porcelains, the newer they look, the older they are. So, but that came in, it was £2, $3, and I thought, you know what, it's coming into me, it's hand painted, it's 6-character mark, I don't care, it's a beautiful thing, even if I keep it for myself in my collection and just display it. It's such a pretty thing, and it is, as I've said, hand painted. So I'm going to leave it there. That's my Saturday pieces. It's not tons, but I really will make some good money off the art and the Copenhagen and the Wedgwood and the bronze and the Christoffel. The other pieces are a bit more work in stock, you know, sort of Middle Eastern brass table, the arts and crafts metalware, the Belique and the Michael Cardew candle holder. You know, they work in stock. But the other pieces are all going on the website. Go check it out. I got about 58, 60 pages, something like that, of amazing stock on there. And that's antiquesarena.com. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And I got a superb haul from yesterday to film with some Georgian metalware and a load of jewelry. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, guys.